まさか溺れてる。助けなきゃ。
God, I wish that were me. Once upon a time, a man named Atsushi Nishiguri had a dream, and in 2011, by taking the director chair to the Idolmaster, he had achieved that dream. But from working on many early Gainax projects, he also had an affinity for something else, something besides idols that culminated into another dream. Mecha. And doggy style. With Nishiguri finally receiving the opportunity to create his own original mecha anime, he has been very specific on exactly what he wants. So specific that he has been described as difficult to work with by his mechanical designer Shigeto Koyama. And Koyama was unsure of what sort of robot designs Nishiguri actually wanted. But then the answer became obvious. Koyama designed the mechs as if they were girls. But not just any girls. He based them off the Idolmaster girls. But personally, I think Koyama's just not being honest. He just wanted a reason to put some anime titty on some mechs. And now back to the girl whose sweat I want to chug down after running a mile send tweet. 02's design took the longest to create because Nishiguri wanted her to be the icon of the series. And well, based on Pixiv, it definitely worked. The storyboard for the ED is behind an unknown pen name, but the beautiful ending sequence was entirely key animated by just one person, Yoneyama Mai, whose sensual touch falls subtly into the ED's stylistic aesthetic. The manga adaptation of Darling in the Franxx is actually by Kentaro Yubuki, and if you're not familiar with who that is the Telavru artist. And if you're not familiar with Telavru, well, I have got some links for you. Some links, lots and lots of links, but back to where I was though. Yubuki has still not lost his touch. He is still masterfully hiding vaginas in obscure direct view. So if you want to see 02's official girl parts, well, look closely in the lake droplets of the first chapter. Now, everyone is aware of the major exodus from once legendary Studio Gainax caused by Amaishi and Masahiko Atsuku's leaving to find Trigger. But there is also a much smaller known exodus caused by director Nishiguri's departure. Satoshi Yamaguchi, Tachifuma Akai, Megumi Kano, essentially many of the top talents who appear on many A1 projects, all with a different flavor, different take of that rooted Gainax tradition, all exist there. And that's where this collaboration between A1 and Trigger was birthed. Darling in the FranXX exists because Trigger's founder, Otsuka, encouraged Nishiguri's desire to create an original mecha series. And Nishiguri has taken those connections to build an extremely strong, consistent lineup of top talents. But technically, calling this a collab is kind of wrong when the Trigger staff is so very minor. Despite this incredible staff lineup and potential future staff, even this series could not escape the pitfalls of Aniplex scheduling. Darling in the FranXX was actually originally scheduled to air in spring, not winter. Staff have openly admitted this fact without any further explanation, so it's still unknown as to why the production was rushed to start in winter. Later down the line, we could see some issues in the production. Despite very different personalities, 02 was also partly inspired by Lum from Urusei Yatsura, perhaps in relation to her also being an icon of anime in the 80s, but both of them definitely semen demons, but semen demons of their respective times. Darling in the FranXX shares the animation producer with the also currently airing Slow Start, Yoyuchi Fukushima. This enables skilled animators from both productions to jump between both productions, effectively making Slow Start and Darling in the FranXX sibling productions. Adding on to that further, their productions aren't the only thing that's inseparable. Darling in the FranXX, alongside Slow Start, was banned in China. This came from a single popular Chinese reviewer starting a massive flame war on the Chinese side of the internet, during which Chinese officials felt compelled to check Darling in the FranXX and ended up banning the show entirely due to its unsuitable contents.
ここにいたんだ。
近いって。
一緒にここを出よう。
Essentially, 02 is enough of a semen demon to have the entire show banned in the most populated country in the world. Every pilot's name is a Goro Awasai number reading of their numerical designation. For example, code 015. 1 is Ichi, 5 is Go. Ichigo. Code 016. 1 is Hitotsu, and 6 is Roku, hero. Applying this to 02 gives us Oni. Oni. And well, I don't know much about Japanese folklore, but I have definitely jerked it to enough Oni dojin to be adept in this subject.
なんであいつまだいんのよ。
God, I wish that were me.
無線通り合わせてたかつて恋人だった少し疲れたあなた時間が